Phase 4 of the bull is the most parabolic part of the cycle by a mile. Take a look. 2013, phase 4 is when it got above this red line and exploded in price. 2017, phase 4 is when we got above this red line and exploded in price. It's the most explosive part of the bull. Altcoins go ballistic, Bitcoin goes ballistic, and there's a tremendous amount of bullishness. Take a look. 2021, phase 4 of the bull is when we broke this red line and went absolutely parabolic to our market cycle double top. 2025, 2024 cycle that we're in right now hasn't seen a phase 4 yet. We've had phase 1, we've had phase 2, and we've been stuck in phase 3 for an extended period of time. Is Bitcoin going to enter phase 4? Are we about to enter phase 4? And is there a chance there will be no phase 4 in this cycle? We're going to dig into each attribute of that. You're going to leave with a sense of clarity and a sense of calm. Let's get into it. Time is almost up. Doors about to close. Prices about to go up. This is your last chance to finally break free from your financial worries. Normally, our comprehensive membership costs almost $7,000, but for a limited time, you can access it immediately for just $960, an incredible 86% savings. Immediately unlock live trading sessions, over 200 mini courses, weekly market reports, daily chart alerts, and a step-by-step blueprint to finally break free from your financial worries. Plus, you'll get 2 months free and 3 free trade alerts worth over $2,400. For less than $3 per day, change your whole life and your family's future. Join tons of our winning members like Pat, who is up over 50% in just 4 months. Worried about commitment? You can cancel anytime. Seats are limited and filling up fast. Don't miss out. Time is almost out. Prices about to go up. Visit cryptocrewuniversity.com now. Clock is ticking. Here we are, Bitcoin US dollar index, and we are on the monthly chart. What we have in front of us is each cycle of Bitcoin based on the Fibonacci retracements. Some of the most powerful mathematical formulas that have predicted every single market cycle top for Bitcoin. For example, Bitcoin has never just randomly topped at some other number. It topped in 2013 at exactly this fib level. It topped in 2017 at exactly this fib level. It topped in 2021 at exactly this fib level. Exactly, precisely these levels. Now, when we break it down, we're going to look at right now where this red box is, where phase 1, where phase 2, phase 3, which we're in right now, and we're going to better understand phase 1, 2, and 3. Once we better understand phase 1, 2, and 3, it will become clear about phase 4, and then we'll break everything down about phase 4. So let's start at the beginning. We have a red box in each market cycle. That's representing our market cycle bottom. The market cycle bottom always holds resistance at the 0.38 of the fib. By the way, when I mean the fib, when you go on TradingView, you can go to your indicators, or you can go to the sidebar here, you can go to fib retracement, and you go from the prior swing high to the swing low. And if you're on a log scale like I am, you have these buttons clicked with these settings, and you scroll down to the bottom and you type fib based on log scale, and then voila, it'll look like this. Now, every red box has resistance at the 0.38 of the fib. 2013, red box, resistance at 0.38. 2017, red box, resistance at 0.38. Meaning, during that bottom period of the market, we rally up, down, but we never get above the 0.38. We never have in any market cycle. 2021, no different. Bottom of the market, we always hold resistance at the 0.38. 2024, 2025, no different. We had a bottom of the market, we rallied up, down, but we all held resistance at the 0.38. Every market cycle has been exactly the same. Everyone screams every single market cycle. This time is different, but it just does more of the same all right in front of you, all based on math, not my opinion. These are mathematical formulas, all based on math. Now, what we have is phase one happens right after that. In phase one, it goes up in price, but it builds structure directly on top of that red box, like a Lego, directly on top structure. 2017 was no different. Phase one, build structure right on top of the red box. 2021 was no different. Phase one, building structure directly on top of the red box. In our current cycle, phase one, no different. Building market structure directly on top of our red box. Now, phase two does exactly the same thing every single cycle. What its job is to rally up to this blue line, which is the 0.78. So phase two builds structure directly on top of phase one and rallies up to the blue line. 2017, no different. Phase two rallied up to the blue line and built structure on top of our yellow box, like a good little Lego. 2021, no different. Phase two, this white box rallied right up to the blue line and it built some structure. 2024, 2025, no different. It rallied right up to the blue line, the 0.78. Now, this is where it leads us into phase three, which is the phase we are currently in, and we're getting closer to discussing our thoughts about phase four. So 2013, phase three is this red arrow here, right at this red line, otherwise known as the prior all-time high. Prior all-time high we held there for 1 month prior to breaking into the legendary phase four. 2017, red line, we held there multiple months as resistance prior to finally breaking into the legendary phase four when prices really explode. 2021, no different. We held at that red line just like we had in the previous ones. This one was only for a month, just like 2013, and we exploded into this zone, this phase four of the bull. By the way, if you're wondering, if we go into phase four and explode, you're probably wondering what level that blue line is at, because if you look at it, when we got onto phase four, we always rallied right to the blue line. 2013, phase four, rallied where? Resistance at the blue line. 2017, got into phase four, rallied where? Resistance at the blue line. 2021, broke this, got into phase four, resistance where? Right at the blue line. This is the 1.618. And you're probably wondering, hey, what level is that at? I'm going to break it down in a minute. So here we are, phase three. This time had multiple months. What you'll notice is there could be a potential pattern, meaning 2013, 1 month resistance at the red line. 2017, a bunch of months. 2021, 1 month of resistance at the red line. Right now, a bunch of months. So it's kind of alternating, right? So potentially our next cycle could have just 1 month with resistance at phase three and then before it enters phase four. We will have to see, but it's an interesting pattern so far. Time is almost up. Doors about to close, prices about to go up. This is your last chance to finally break free from your financial worries. Normally, our comprehensive membership costs almost $7,000, but for a limited time, you can access it immediately for just $960, an incredible 86% savings. Immediately unlock live trading sessions, over 200 mini courses, weekly market reports, daily chart alerts, and a step-by-step blueprint to finally break free from your financial worries. Plus, you'll get 2 months free and 3 free trade alerts worth over $2,400. For less than $3 per day, change your whole life and your family's future. Join tons of our winning members like Pat, who is up over 50% in just 4 months. Worried about commitment? You can cancel anytime. Seats are limited and filling up fast. Don't miss out. Time is almost out. Prices about to go up. Visit CryptoCrewUniversity.com now. Clock is ticking. What we've got in front of us is a bunch of months resistance at this red line and we're seeing some signs come into the market, which there could be some bullishness led by the weekly stochastic RSI and tag team effort with the 2-week stochastic RSI. We're going to make sure that there are no false signals, and we're going to watch that as time continues. But if none of them have a false signal, meaning the 1 week or the 2 week, we're going to see a lot of bullishness come into the market, and we're going to potentially set a new all-time high. And if we do that, it's going to potentially bring us into the beginning phases of phase 4 of the bull. Now, if all of those things are true, we could be into this blue zone. But at the beginning of the video, I did want to give my opinion. Could it be possible that we don't see a phase 4 at all in this bull run? We'll get to that as well. But let's dig into it, right? We've got a bunch of months as resistance. We're seeing some bullishness come into the market. And what I want you to do more than anything, is if you don't do this, you should remove yourself from crypto today. If you are not prepared for an absolute 50% nosedive or 50% to the upside, you should get out of crypto. You have to prepare now, right now, mentally and emotionally. What would you do if we plummeted 50% tomorrow, next week? What would you do? You'd probably panic and you'd probably overreact and you'd probably sell near the bottom. Why? That's what the high majority of people do, because they don't prepare. I want you to start preparing through this whole phase of any of the market cycles we're in mentally. Oh, what will I do? What will my strategy be if tomorrow, next week, we plummet 50%? What will I do tomorrow? What will I do next week if we skyrocket suddenly in Bitcoin? Usually when we skyrocket in prices, people buy. They're like, oh my God, we're going up. And then they buy, and then next week after that, we start plummeting. They're like, oh my God, we're going down. I'm going to sell. So they buy at the worst time, then they sell at the worst time. It's a disaster because they didn't plan ahead. I want you to plan right now, 50% nosedive, 50% explosion. Your strategy should be bulletproof either way, right now. Now, if you just do that one simple thing I said, you would probably be ahead of 85% of people just by doing that. Now, here's the reality. This weekly stochastic RSI, this 2-week stochastic RSI could lead us into here. How do we know we're officially in phase 4? We need the body to close above this red line. In other words, we need the body of a monthly candle to close as support above 70,000. If we have the body close above 70,000, we're officially in phase 4. Anything other than that is not phase 4. We can't have a wick into phase 4. We can't have a little toe into phase 4. We can't just put an elbow into phase 4. We need the body to close above 70, period. We can't have any parts of the body below 70. Inadequate. That's how we enter phase 4. Now, what's the top of phase 4, you ask? The top is right here, 178,000. That's the top. So if you're sitting here and maybe you're on my side of the fence where the 5.3 is saying, hey, not likely for 100K. We have to be open-minded and look at the facts, and 178 is actually in the cards. It's a possibility. We also have to be open to the fact that we could reach this yellow line, which would be phase 5. You may say, well, I think that's really unrealistic. Well, it's actually happened 50% of the cycle so far. Well, even higher, 66%. We will disregard this cycle because we haven't finished it yet. We only have 3 finished cycles in front of our eyes, and quite literally 66% of them, this one and this one, topped out at the yellow line. Only 33% of the time, our most recent one, topped out at the blue line, and we never saw phase 5. That's the facts. So if we're sitting here and maybe you're on my side where it's like, hey, 100K, not likely, 5.3 theory, it's a possibility that we reach this yellow line or this blue line. And if you're sitting here saying it's not a possibility, you haven't studied the facts and you're set in stone in one way or another, which As a trader and investor, you need to be open-minded to pretty much anything, and nothing should affect your strategy. Even some crazy move to the upside or a crazy drop, you should be unwavered with your strategy. And that's what I'm trying to really instill in you. Everybody overreact. Comments will be, oh my God, Steve, Bitcoin's down $7. What do I do? What do you do? Like, chill out. That's what you should do. Chill. We're fine. Everybody's overreacting. Why? Social media is feeding you this machine of constantly overreacting to everything that Bitcoin does, including a bunch of news events, which are garbage. So you need to remain level-headed. The only way to do that is look at the facts, study the facts, and really stay level-headed. No emotion whatsoever. Now, when you look at it, you can say, okay, this is a possibility. This is a possibility. Would we say that the yellow line is probable? No, of course not, but it's a possibility for sure. Is this blue line probable? How can we say probable? We don't have any facts to say that we're going to go there, but we can say it's possible. So is it possible that Bitcoin doesn't have any phase 4 in this cycle? Well, we can look at our 3 data points that we have completed. We can say 100% of them had a phase 4. So is it probable we don't have a phase 4? Not probable. But is it possible we don't have any phase 4? Yes. We have the 5.3 theory. We have some facts in the charts. But probable? No. Possible? Yes. So the yellow line's possible, the blue line's possible, and it's possible no phase 4. What is more interesting in trading and investing is what is probable. And when you talk about probable, you have to go based on the facts in the charts. And right now, we haven't entered phase 4, plain and simple. We've tried like hell. We've done everything in our power to do it. We've tried month after month after month after month after month, and we just haven't been able to do it. Why? Our prior all-time high was exactly at the same market structure. It's supposed to be really hard to get above there. It's supposed to be. There are multiple months in 2021 where we held resistance at exactly the same area we're holding resistance now. It's supposed to be difficult. The market is supposed to consolidate like this and build healthy structure. The only thing that could propel us into phase 4 is that tag team of the weekly stochastic RSI and the 2-week. If they continue to go straight up without any false signals, it would be likely that we enter into the phase 4 territory. That remains to be unseen. Josh says, Steve's courses in FFA have transformed my trading in just a few weeks. Peter says, you changed my life. JW said, don't be stupid, sign up. If I can make 16 times my money, you can for sure. When Lambo said, joining the FFA was the best decision of my life. I want to help transform your life next. Join our exclusive community, limited time only, CryptoCrewUniversity.com. Is my yearly plan too much? Not to worry. We have a cheaper monthly price. Check it out now, CryptoCrewUniversity.com.